YouTube, my name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bears Shed. Well, the weather report, look, 30 degrees, yeah, look, we're sitting on, I think 60% humidity at the moment in Bundy. It's early Sunday morning, so, well, it's not that early, but it's about, look, 7:45 in the morning, so hopped up early, had to play with the grandkids and mucked around, but yeah, look, it's good weather, 30 to 17, 18, 19 sort of thing. You feel like doing stuff, so it's a good thing. Yeah, it's nice to, well, I reckon this is the best part of the year for doing stuff. You get a nice day and you're not overly hot, the humidity's gone out and you actually feel like cracking on and doing something, so it's a good thing. Yesterday, actually through the week, the shipping container that we used to use as our office in our old shop in town there that you all know about, I got it delivered home onto the new slab Tuesday or Wednesday. They had a new driver on, he chipped the front out of me bloody slab, where the carport goes on. He must have banged the edge of it and chipped a bit out of that. But anyway, look, it's no big deal. It's a bit disappointing, but nothing more than that. And so he popped the shipping container there, and then Judy and myself were sitting there having a look at it and humming and hawing. When something's new, you sit there and you look around like a bloody couple of peacocks walking around looking at something, and sussing it out. And then we had the two carports near the pool room. There was two carports, then we were getting the big carport, the double one done, and then we had the slab for the tank and that. And we were going to put it right down near the tank, but we were looking at it sitting where the people put it there, and we thought, God, that stuff's up our view, out to the dams a little bit, and it's sort of at the kitchen and sitting out the back having a beer and things like that. It buggered up your view a little bit, and we thought, I wonder could we get it up in the other carport, right up next to the pool room. And so out come the tape measure, and had a bit of a measure and a gin around, and I worked out that the air conditioner where it was too high, and where the carport came along, and it had probably 18 inches of Colorbond metal coming down under the gutter each side, which was a good thing, like it protected the cars from rain and that. But because the shipping container is probably 100 mil, 4 inches longer than the outgoing, or than the shed, we had to work out, if we wanted to put it there and go to the work to do it, or what we wanted to do. But anyway, we decided we're going to shift it up that end and keep our view, which meant a little bit of work yesterday, but I got up early and got stuck into it, and by the end of the day I had the end knocked out of the shed, and I had to cut the iron down and run across and all that sort of thing. So I cut all that out, and I ended up, from pulling down the old shop, I actually had some of the right Colorbond flashing, flashing to go there. So I've cut it all out. I've flashed all the corners and sealed it up and all that, and it looks okay. And then the aircon. Story about the aircon now while we're having a yarn. And the aircon was sitting up on top of the shipping container, and we presumed the bloke that fitted it for us bolted it down. And anyway, we'd shifted it with the crane into the other office, and then we'd used it for the office for the last 6 months, and we got a tilt tray in the other day and got it tilted up onto the thing and up onto the tilt tray, and because the height of the shipping container with the aircon was so high that we had to actually leave it tilted down on the tilt tray and drive out, then tilt him up. And anyway, it's driving down the road, and Judy said, "Is that aircon bolted down?" And I said, "Yeah, I suppose it is." I was having a look, and anyway, got home and air conditioning sitting up there nice and fine. And I did the measurements for to get it into the new place, and I thought, if there's enough in the pipes to move that forward a foot, 300 mil, Well, it just sits nicely between the rafters of the carport where we're putting it in. So yesterday morning before the big shift, I hopped up and I thought I'll see if I can do it first. And I hopped up there, and what the fella had done is he had some probably 2-inch square rubber pads, and they had a really deep crosshatch pattern in it, and he'd sikaflexed or siliconed them to the top of the shipping container, and that was all that was holding the bloody thing on, you know. And but look, it was solid as anything. Like it took me a little bit to get it off. And so anyway, yesterday I got the forklift and I shunted and I pushed, and yeah, it felt a bit like Thomas the Tank Engine, pushing and shoving and carrying on. And I'd have to I had to bring it into the carport because of the height. I had to bring it in longways and turn it in there. So yeah, so I got it up in there. Then I'd put a chain on the, you know, where the lockdown things are on a container. Then I'd get the forky on that and take a bit of weight and drag it across till I touched the post, and then I'd go around the other end and get the forks under and take a bit of the load and push it in. And look, it took a few hours to do, and the aircon, where there's a portal frame from one carport to the next, I had to lay the aircon down for that, and there was enough in the lines to do that without overstressing them. And yeah, there was a post. I have a post in the middle of the portal right on the end that the downpipes support the downpipe, so I had to pull all that out. But look, we got it there. So it's sitting there nice and tight there now. It's in this final spot. I do have to do a bit more fencing around the house yard now, because we used to come off the concrete into the carport, and there was a little gate we had there. Well, we've covered that gate up halfway now. So so what we'll do, we'll make that gate inoperable. Well, we won't make it so we can't use it ever again. We'll just make it so I can't open it at the moment, but that means I have to make another gate further down. Instead of this side of the main centre post, we're going to be that side of the post. So no biggie. That's going to work out all right. There is a lot of fencing to do once they finish putting the carport up. The carport kit turned up on Friday, and they said they were going to do it Wednesday, but then they realised it was Anzac Day this Wednesday, so I don't know what they're doing as yet. They were going to get back to me on Friday, but I hadn't heard, unless there's an email sitting there waiting for me from Saturday morning or something like that. So look, we have progress at home. The earthworks fella that was doing the driveways and all the pads and all that sort of thing, well, it's been a couple of months easy, and for doing that, and over Easter, you know, before Easter, about a week before Easter, I got onto him and I messaged him, and I said, yeah, what's going on? We need to get this job done. And I said, yeah, we got trucks coming in and bits and pieces, and he said, oh yeah, I'm away at the moment. When I come back, we'll have a talk about it. And I said, yeah, all right. So anyway, last Friday, no, not last Friday, the one before, through the week, he said he'd message me and he'd get into it last week. Well, I hadn't heard by Monday or Tuesday, so I got onto him again, and he sent me a message and he said, oh, I might be out there to do the pad Friday, then we'll dig the drain on Monday. And I thought about that, and I thought, well, you've got the sheds here and the driveway coming along the side of the sheds, and that's where we're putting the big pad for turning and all that. And so he was going to put the pad down and then come through and dig the drain. And I said, that's a bloody stupid idea. And he said, why is that? And I said, well, why put a pad down then dig into it? Why don't we just do the drain? And I said, if you can't come till next week, that doesn't matter. I'd rather dig the drain. We'll get the drain dug and finished and all that sort of thing. And then when the drain's finished and all the drainage is in and all that sort of thing, well, that's when you build the pad over it and we don't have to touch it again. So he said, oh, well, if you're happy with that. So I said, well, it sort of makes sense to me to do it that way. And so anyway, he said he was going to come Friday, but I put him off until Monday. I said, look, I'd rather wait till Monday. If you're pushed for time, let's wait until you can start the job and finish it and do the whole thing in one go, because it's going to be expensive and to do it, and there's a lot of gravel we got to bring in, and you know that D-class road base, and then now the slabs are in, you can actually build the pad up to them, so it's a nice smooth entry coming in. And we're building the paddock up probably 8 inches probably, 200 mil, so we can come and turn and have a good run in. So that's what we're doing at home at the moment. I've had the grandkids there, and grandkids helped yesterday, and you know, my grandkids, you know, they grow up in town and they like watching TV and all that, but yeah, yesterday when we were buggering around and on forklifts, and Grandma was out keeping an eye on them, and no TV, they didn't even look at TV until after bath sort of thing, so yeah, it's good for kids. You don't get as much done with them around, it's like filming. You don't get as much done when you got to film, and you don't get as much done when you got to have grandkids around, but it's good fun. Yeah, you spend a lot of time buggering around, and if we got to go up the shed, who's jumping on the forklift? And I've got Airy, the oldest one, she hops on there with me and she changes the gears and all that, so it's good memories for the kids, and it's good fun to have them around. Young fellow was working, so Grandma and Poppy were on duty, so that wasn't bad. Oh me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today. So yeah, so at home here, the next part of the job with the shipping container workshop is make it lockable. Like the big doors on the shipping container are certainly lockable already, and but where the door was in the side, I cut a door, and it's 825 by 2 meters tall, and when I cut that in to use as an office in the old shop, I just cut it in, put a runner across the top for a sliding door, and it's not secure, it hasn't got a lock on it at all. So before I start feeding lathes and lathe tools and all that in, part of today's exercise is I'm going to start cutting angle irons for a frame, and then I'm not 100% sure which way I'm going with it yet, but we're going to have a steel door on it that we'll have a pretty substantial lock of some kind on it, or a couple, and yeah, and if we got a bolt through, I've got a couple of big heavy gate hinges here too, so so we can bolt through with nylon nuts and all that behind it. So if anyone did want to think they can undo the nuts, I'll be turning. They won't be getting too far. So yeah, today is start on the door. Hopefully finish it, but start on the door and see how we go with it all. The new shop in at Queensland Tractor Spares, we've been running out of there for 2 weeks now, and look, it's a nice place to work. It's nice and comfy. Getting just the little things finished off is a bit of a pain in the bum. The floor bloke, well, I'd sort of, how much can a koala bear? And I thought, up this. So the people that I contracted to do the job, like you contract the people that you buy the carpet off, and they give you a laid price of the product laid on the floor, and they gave me a laid price, and the fella that's been buggering around a fair bit, look, he's a nice bloke to get on with, he just buggers around a lot, and well, he wasn't our choice sort of thing, they sort of sent their man, so after trying to deal with him, and he was coming, and then he wasn't, then he was, then he wasn't, and then he was going to come Monday, Tuesday, finish it off, and he turned up Monday, and we didn't see him for the rest of the time. So I got onto Solomon's, and I said, look, come and see me, we need to have a talk. And they said, oh, I can't come out right now, and I said, doesn't matter, make sure it's today, come and see me, I've got to show you a few things, and we've got to have a talk. And so anyway, after lunch they come out, and I walked them around, and I said, you know, where the showroom was and those joins in the showroom, there was still glue everywhere, and I said, you know, we're trying to run a new business, we're all proud of our new business, we spent shitloads of money here on our new business, and we weren't looking nice and feeling nice, and people walk in, they see this dirty line up the floor and glue on the floor still and all that, and I said, that's totally up the shit, that's not acceptable. And they said, oh, we'll talk to him, and I said, well, what it's coming down to, I said, you're the people that I contracted to do the job. It's your effing problem. Now, get it sorted out, or you won't be getting your money. And because I still owe them $4,000. And I said, yeah, I'm very patient. And come upstairs, and I showed them upstairs, and I showed them a few things I wasn't happy with. And they said, oh, I've just rung Rick. They rang him, and he's going to be there this afternoon. In 2 hours, he'll have it finished. And I said, nah, bullshit. That's I've heard that before. And you know, the amount of times he's going to be having this shitting job finished, and have it finished tomorrow, have it finished tomorrow. I said, that's bullshit. I said, can he come Friday? And I said, yeah, he can come Friday. And I said, well, he comes Friday early. He doesn't leave till the bloody job's done. And I said, I'm sick of rooting around with you. So they said, yeah, all right then. So, and they are good to get on with, but I said, just remember, you're the people I contracted to do this job. It's your problem. And so it's not for me to sort it out, it's for you to sort it out. And so anyway, he rolled in Friday, and look, he did a pretty good job. And yeah, the seams aren't bad. He's chemically welded them. Yeah, I didn't watch him for the whole bit, but yeah, it looks like where the joins are, he's cleaned them, then he's put some stuff in them, then it chemically welds. We weren't allowed to walk on them for a little while in there. So it looks pretty good. And then he come and saw me, and he said, oh, you know, I know I've stuffed you around, but he said, perhaps after this has gone off properly, and you know, we know it's set well and all that, he said, I'll come and do a free floor polish for you just to finish things off and have a bit of goodwill sort of thing. And I said, well, that's all right. Yeah, not good gesture, thank you. We'll do that. And he said, there won't be any charge. He said, I'll just polish it all up and get it, you know, get everything really smick for you. So I said, yeah, that's good. We'll do that. And so he come and saw me, said he was going, he'd finished the job and all that. And I was just busy. I didn't have time to look. And what they didn't do was put the extra bit in the admin office, you know, that strip that's missing. So no doubt it'll be there, but and they'll get that done quickly. But the showroom was really starting to piss me off. Yeah, everyone comes in, oh, isn't this nice? You know, oh, look at this, and you know, you've done well and all that. And they look at the floor and they say, oh, that's not finished yet. And so, yeah, it's tad embarrassing. And then another bloody tradesman, and where the big roller door is on the side, and we've got the receipt and dispatch area, going up the other end and doing the chain flaps around and it's marking up all the new paint and that. So we thought, well, what we'll do for the couriers and all that is show all the couriers that they can come in and just walk, you sort of come in straight out into the dock, and they can press a button and we'll make it all electric for them. And so we've got an electric motor on there, and it's got battery backup, and you press the button and up she comes. Well, there's a bloke A&G, garage doors, roller doors, something in Bundaberg, and well, he was contracted to do the job. And he come and had a measure up and had a yarn to me about it, and you know, gave me a price and all that sort of thing. And anyway, the builder last week came to do the final stuff. He said, make a little list of everything you want done, and we'll come and do it. So the builders come in, and little things like, you know, we put a tea towel rack up and put a shelf in the toilet for the hand cleaner, and just little knickknacks. And there was nothing structural. And the safety barrier, we put the safety barrier up, and got all that done. And to my knowledge, the builder's finished. He's done a good job. We're quite happy with it. And I said, oh, you better send me the bill. He said, oh, I won't be in a hurry, Lance. He says, yeah, well, I'll get to it. So I said, yeah, all right then. Don't be in any hurry at all. Take as long as you like. And pardon me, but I said, what's happening with this door? And he said, well, he was dealing direct with you, because I asked him to organise it, but he said, oh, I use this bloke, you know, get him. And so we did. And pardon me. And so anyway, we hadn't heard from him, and so Grandkids on the phone, and what's happening with that door? And he says, oh, I'm too busy, so I haven't got time. And he says, what do you mean you haven't got bloody time? He says, you give us a price, you tell someone you're doing it, you know, we want to finish out of here, you're holding up like 60 grand or whatever, and you haven't got time to finish it off. No, he says, well, I've been busy. He says, well, haven't you got an effing telephone? He says, buddy, ring a bloke up and, you know, at least tell us what's happening. He says, you know, we've been waiting for this door that you're going to have in there in 10 days, and 4 weeks later, there's no word. So anyway, he ripped apart up this bloke, and this bloke says, "Oh well, I'm not doing it." And he said, and Grant says, "Well, you're the bloke. If you want any more work, you bloody sort it out." So next thing, we get this new mob coming in, walking in the door and saying, "Oh, we're from Bundy Garage Doors. We got to put a motor on your roller door." And I said, "That right?" Okay. And they spoke to Judy, and actually it was a business that used to be near us, and Charlie and his son Shannon and that. So Shannon come in and they're good people, and he said, "Look, I'll try and get here tomorrow." And I said, "Oh, all right, but as long as it's not too bloody expensive." And I didn't even talk price; I just had the shits. And so yeah, they turned up on Friday. They were a couple of hours late, but they come in apologies. "Look, we're sorry we're late. The job went a bit longer." And they fitted the door in an hour or two, and fitted not the door, the electric motor, and it's got battery backup. If the power goes up, you can still press a button and up it goes, and all that sort of thing. And look, it works nicely. We've got remote controls. I got one on my keys, but we lock the padlock anyway on it. And so yeah, so the electric roller door's done after much ado. I just can't get over bloody tradesmen. If I run my business like that years ago, when we were getting started and all that, well, I wouldn't have a business. Yeah. But anyway, I just can't understand people. They're in business and the service is shit, and absolutely shit. And anyway, not that we're perfect at Queensland Tractor Spares. We drop the ball sometimes, I tell you. But yeah, we do try and make recompense and talk to people and things like that if things go bad, and they will. But not just not talk to anyone and you can get, "I'm not doing it now," get stuffed, and incredible. So anyway, the only things, we had a couple of big switches come for the data panel and the security box and all that sort of thing, but the new security boxes have got different cables, so we're waiting on a couple of cables. But what happens is we have our own Wi-Fi set up in the new building, and it bounces it out onto the internet from the security cameras to my phone. And so at any time I hear a little bip on my phone, I can pop in and have a look and see what's going on any of the cameras in the show. So that's just got to be finished yet. We're not far off having all that done. So yeah, we're nearly done. It's a good place to work. Everyone seems to not mind it, and yeah, so that's finally starting to get out of our hair. And then of course the new shop, the new Bundy Bears Shed little machining shop at home. Well, taking my lathe and milling machine and the little ones up there in the shipping container. I'm really looking forward to that. Getting back into the hobby a bit instead of all work. So had a day home yesterday, so that was good. Didn't open the shop. Yeah, I just had enough. Had a day off, and so that was a good thing. Now eBay, Evil Bay. The other day I bought myself a 3/8 tapping reamer, spiral flute ream, and I've got some carby bushes for some of the American carbies, like the Sheebler carbies, and they're a 3/8 OD with a spline that you can actually press in, and they've got a quarter shaft bore in them. So I thought I'd buy this. I do have Chinesian ones, and look, they work good, but this, I just wanted something that was just for that job. It won't do anything but that job, just to keep it true. So yeah, the little ream here will go into the box of tricks. Now I think I showed you that last time, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It was an ER32 collet chuck, and it has a 20mm shaft on it. Now, I like playing with collet chucks and things like that, and just trying to get a full kit. But with this here, if I want to put a ER32 quickly into the forejaw, I can grab it on the forejaw. If there's any little run out in the collet, I can true it up. Mickey Smick. So I got that with a little spanner, and yeah, you know, you've seen it all before. And so yeah, I thought that'd be a good thing while we're doing the ER32 and all that collet chuck setup. Banggood got onto me the other day and they hand shit out of me. And I told them to give it a break for a while because I was busy. I didn't have time to do any reviews and things like that. So they asked me the other day, pardon me, if I was ready to rock and roll yet. And there was a couple of things I looked at and I said, yeah, I am now. I'll have a crack. So I asked them for a 5C collet spin indexer. Look, they seem to be reviewing okay. So I've asked them for one of them, but now they're out of stock. And another thing they're going to send me to have a look at is a Morse taper 5 taper that goes up in the head of my lathe to, I can't remember whether it's ER32 or an ER40 collet. And so if I want to just run quickly with collets, I can actually take the chuck off my lathe, bang that up there with a 20mm draw thread, and I can just use ER40 collets on it, straight out of the thing, out of the spindle bore. And I thought that might be alright, as long as it's true, you know, and it's not a bloody, not 500 thou off. And yeah, you can just put it up there, and just for doing some small work, you could slide him up the chuck, because the more things you have in the system, the more chances things go wrong. So if you're just using the original spindle bore, if their Morse taper's ground true, which I imagine it will be, and where the collet goes is ground, I think that'll be alright too. It seems that if you're going to have any trouble, it's often trouble with the collets being not 100%. So anyway, that's coming. I said, yeah, I'll do a review on that. And they said, oh, well, give us a bit of a list. So I gave them the spin indexer, which you're out of stock of, but they'll give me one when it's ready to do. And yeah, the thing for the Hare and Forbes lathe here, I think that'll be an alright thing too. And they asked me what else, and I think there's ER20 collets, the small ones, and so we'll probably line up for a set of them just for a test and tune and see how they go too. So, but a couple of Banggood reviews I've done. I've got a few private messages saying, "What are you using that shit for?" You know, people get up you and about doing it. But and look, I find it interesting to do, and you get a bit of stuff you may not have bought otherwise to have a go at. Everything I've had so far has been good. The collet chuck that I had to true up was a Chinese one, but it wasn't a Banggood thing. I bought that off eBay, and so look, I've had a good run. I watched Phil's project, Phil Dejari, sorry Phil, and he's had a shit run with collets. By Christ, he's had some crap. And look, that'll be fine. Double boost, he had a shell mill the other day, and it seems to be going well for him. But once again, he got a few shitty messages, you know, you haven't tested it properly, or, you know, it'll all be rubbish, and it's proved to be a good thing. So yeah, anyone who doesn't like Banggood things, you can either watch them or just blow it out your ass. Do what you like. It's all about, for me, it's all about having fun in the shed and following up hobbies and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to do some. I have got a playlist thing on my YouTube channel. It's got Banggood reviews. It's down there. If you don't want to look at them, don't bloody click on them. And I know Xanadu, Rob from South Australia, he does a few too, and he cops a tune too about it. So I don't know why people got to be like that. But anyway, that's life. I've had the 3D printer going, and yeah, finally, after getting the shop in town sorted, I've had a bit of energy left to put into a few other projects. So I got the ER40 ones going. So I've only done the corners at this stage. They slide apart and all that sort of thing. This one's a bit tight, and look, some of them are. I haven't quite worked out what happens with them yet, but not that it's much of a problem. Yeah, when they sit there, they're going to stay there for bloody years, probably. Well, we're back. I was talking that long, the computer went to sleep. So there you go, rambling on with bullshit. So yeah, part of the idea of buying a 3D printer was teaching myself CAD learning how to draw these engine parts, and then when I'm getting the lathe and milling machine up near the house, well, hopefully overnight I can go out and fiddle a bit more. So yeah, that's a bit of sanding, and I will tidy these up just to see what the process is like, because I haven't done it. I could probably talk to Emma about it, and she'd have have many tales about that. But anyway, I'll learn along with this and see which way we go. But look, that's it. I'll go for a walk around with the camera. Yeah, we might have a part 1, part 2, or I just don't know how long this is going to be. I haven't been watching the clock. And I'll take you for a walk up where the shipping container is and show you that. And yeah, see how we go. But that's going to do for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with all the shop builds. It was pretty boring sort of shit there for a while, I thought. But there's going to be progress at home here like you won't believe. Once I get the door on this shed, there'll be those big black toolboxes going up. The snap-on toolbox here, it's going to go in with a special board we're making to put the D-bit grinder on it. And it's just going to be a tiny little machining workshop in a shipping container up there. And I've done the measurements. We do have room. Yeah, it's going to be, look, it might be a bit cosy, but it's going to be nice. It's going to have aircon. And I'm wondering what to put on the floor. There's a wooden floor, and I'm thinking of vinyl tiles maybe. And where the lathe and the mill are, we're going to put them right near the big open doors. And I see at Bunnings they've got some interlockable flooring that's about 1 inch thick or more, and I can put some of that so all the swarth drops down there and it doesn't walk up the rest. And I was thinking of having like a little half partition sort of thing, not a full wall, just about as high as the lathe sort of thing, a partition or a filing cabinet or something, just to stop the swarth travelling so far. So we'll have to work with that and just see. But look, it's going to be an interesting thing. I'm wagging my tail. I'm a bit excited about that. Getting it set up at home here and having a nice thing. It'll give me more room in Bundy Bears Shed up the back here. By a bit, some of the stuff will go out, and we'll have a reshuffle and a rearrange up here, and that'll probably open the place up a little bit for us too. So look, that's it for this week. Thanks for following along. Have a good week, and I'll catch you later, eh? Okay, there's the little flywheel that I made, sitting on top of a 3-horse Famous flywheel. Now you can see the spokes on the one I've made are fatter than they should be for the size, and they are quite round. The 3-horse Famous spokes are almost round, where these ones are flatter. So I've got a bit of work to do there, but anyway, that's just beside the point. Something I thought I'd show you. Well, there you go. There's the new slab where we were going to put the shipping container. There's where they knocked the corner out of it. But anyway, no biggie. You can see I've got the kids out here playing with me. We've got the container in the shed. I've got my ute here to work out of. We have the aircon all up back in place. That's a good thing. We've got to fix this door. You can hear the little fella over the back there. He's keen to get out. He loves helping. And then we come around the front here, and you can see where that piece of shed was coming down there. Well, I cut it off on this side, and we've flashed the corners all in and all that sort of thing. So it just hangs over a little bit, which won't be a worry. We'll push the gravel right up to there. It's good for actually putting the forklift right up to it there. I don't need to run in it really. So this morning in the ute we've got bits of steel and all that, so we're going to start the door frame. And over here, that's the kit for putting the carport up. So yeah, hopefully it won't be long and we'll have everyone out of our hair and we can just get back to normal.